What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, back with another episode of Making America Great. And today we have the 2027 season, 1 year after the World Cup. And if you guys missed those couple videos, go check them out. The group stages went down fine, did really well. Um, but then, unfortunately, the second video, I lost pretty much the first three-fourths of the video, and then I could not manage to get the audio synced up for whatever reason. It was just something that my phone kind of messed it up because I ran out of storage, and I had saved the game, and there was no way to go back and fix that. So at least you got to see what happened, and we did manage to finish third place after that game against Switzerland. So really good accomplishment there for the national team in 2026. But today, 2027, you can see pretty decent results so far. Managed to win the Gold Cup again, destroying Mexico 4-1, which is always nice to see, and then beating Canada 4-2. Two late goals for them there as well. So really just a whitewash on the Gold Cup yet again. And if we just look at the Gold Cup, I am interested to see 4 years in a row at this point that we have won the Gold Cup. So very nice. But back to the results. We did, unfortunately, though, get knocked out of the Nations League. Well, not knocked out, but we didn't qualify for the next round. We lost 2-1 to Jamaica at home, and then managed to thrash them 4-0 away to put us ahead on the head-to-head results. So then all we had to do was beat, 84th ranked Curacao, and they beat us 1-0 at home. Against all odds, their only win in the whole, group stage. We had the best goal difference still, but unfortunately, we did get knocked out there again. No, not knocked out, but just didn't qualify. So the first time that's happened since the Nations League has become a thing. And actually, why is it not? Okay, I was gonna see how many times we won the Nations League in a row, but I guess we're not gonna see that for some reason. But anyways, so really unfortunate there. But aside from that, pretty decent results throughout the year. And if we look at the rankings, we are still in sixth place. That's where you'd have seen us in the last episode. But we have gained a few points since then. I think 8 points maybe since the last time. So slight improvement. But even then, holding in sixth place ahead of the likes of Germany, Belgium, Brazil. We're still well ahead of Mexico, which is nice to see. Uruguay, Holland, we're above. And we're pretty close to England to get into fifth place. Then there's, Spain, Portugal, Italy, some giants up there. France actually a lot lower than you would generally expect them to be. But we're making good progress. Hopefully soon enough we can get into that first place spot. That will be, that is the end goal of the series. However long that takes is how long the series will go. But I would definitely expect if we were to, say, win the next World Cup, that would probably put us pretty close to there. But if we just look at the current national team, last thing I want to look at in this video. Alright, so this is pretty much our current best team. Get him in there. So Dest in goal, 22 years old. You might not have seen him play too much yet. He's only made 17 appearances, but really, really good goalkeeper. We've actually got a lot of really good goalkeepers. The player that I just took out, who doesn't start for us anymore, but Hollingshed, you would have seen him play in a few games. He's still got really good stats. He's just not quite as good as Dest, though, but only worth 3.8 million. It's basically just because he doesn't play for Schalke, but really good goalkeepers, and there's a few others that don't even make the national team. Then we got Nelson here, great ball playing center back, and then Fides, both of them you'd have seen before, as well as Miazga, who at this point has 97 appearances, very close to reaching that 100 mark. Feilhaber, again, even better than he used to be, only worth 7.25 million, which is really annoying. He's been trying to move away from New York, who I'm managing for like 3 seasons now, but just no one good enough has came in for him, because I don't really want to let him go to a crappy team. McKennie's still a solid player, still in the squad. 99 appearances for him. He's already hit 100, obviously. I've played a few more games after this. And then Pulisic up to 120 appearances, 58 goals. Not a crazy goal scorer, but he is consistent. And he's been a great player in the team. And then Reyna, one of the star players, 34 goals in 84 matches. Again, playing, I guess, that him and Pulisic both really playing as wingers. That's a very good record for them. And then Storm at attacking mid, got Josh Sargent up there, 41 goals in 86. Not too amazing, but he's actually played a lot of games as a sub Pepe with 58 and 63, still just an insane player. I wish he played more for Real Madrid, but I'm sure he plays mostly as a substitute, so his goal return is really, pretty decent if you take that into account. And then Diachenko hasn't improved that much, but he is a 3.5-star center back at this point, and he's just a solid player. Adams, not too much improvement, but he's up to 71 million. He still plays a good amount of games in the team. Yamosa there, Busio, he's improved a bit. Carlton's still in the team. Tarek Edwards, relatively new, 22 years old, decent potential there, and pretty good stats already. And then Campbell at striker, Caleb Campbell, 20 years old. He's going to be really good, I think. Got a hat trick in, I think, his second game, maybe, for the national team. Dest hasn't played a lot. You can see 46 appearances at this point. He does have 7 goals, which isn't bad. He's got a decent amount of assists, too, but he doesn't play really as a starter hardly at all, just because he, again, doesn't fit the system. I'm sure I've mentioned that before. Joe Pepe here, again, hasn't improved too much since the last time you've seen him, but he, 14 dribbling, passing, and shooting, as well as, the creativity, decisions, movement. Really good player he is. And then Nate Richard, this guy is fucking incredible. He only recently left New York Red Bulls, which is where I was, coaching him at. Got a 35-goal season in his first real breakout season, as well as 13 assists, and moved on for 25.5 million. Only reason I let him go is just to let him improve as a player, and he is gonna be really good. 19 shooting already, only 20 years old, so very exciting there. Vasilev still in the squad, but only barely. But if we just look now at the let's see, need to get so I can just see every American. All right, so you probably noticed that John Brooks was not in that team. That's because he at this point isn't quite good enough to play for the national team, but 111 appearances he managed to make it to, our second of all time, and he'll definitely be in the top 5 most appearances for a long time. It's really hard to get to that point. And then a lot of other players getting towards the 100 mark, but they've still got ways to go. Timothy Weah, again, not in the squad. He hasn't improved hardly at all since essentially the age of 22. He's been a decent super sub when coming on, but just not not good enough to start. Zach Steffen, he's been out of the squad for a while, with 49 appearances, not bad there. And if you look at our top goal scorers, Pepe and Pulisic both on 58. Pepe in almost half the amount of games, so very impressive there. Josh Sargent in third, Reina up there. Not really too surprising. Busio actually with 11 goals, not too bad from a central midfielder. So yeah, a really, really good, core set of players. Most of these players are starting pretty much every game, but then there's a lot of players at this point, which I'm just, really disappointed that I can't fit into the squad. If we sort by value here, someone like Lisek here doesn't play regularly. Timothy Way up there, Third Jung, who is again just a really promising, 21-year-old, hasn't even made an appearance yet. De La Fuente, 10 goals in 34 games, solid player for Liverpool, but just hasn't played. Muse can't make it into the squad. Garcia here, just so many talented players. Calvert, really good stats there, but they just, our squad's too good at this point to fit them. So you can definitely see the improvement, and hopefully we can manage to get up the ranks pretty quickly now that we've got this great squad here. But that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys liked it, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time.